We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa, so come on in and feel some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. So go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I was put God first.
Hey, you guys, welcome into the chat. Welcome. Hey, you guys, when you come in, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the likes up, y'all. And make sure that you subscribe if you're very new to this channel. So we will get started in about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, you guys. Hey. What's up, you guys? Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, Leonica? What's up, Lily? Hey, Auntie, you say you can't stay, but I sure appreciate you watching the replay. Hey, Connie. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, you guys. We appreciate you guys coming on in there to do the vent party. Y'all know we got a vent about Married at First Sight, chat, because this is something to vent about on tonight. So if anybody wanted to join this live stream, the link is in the chat. I actually pinned it. Hey, Adanika girl, you want to come on up here with me? So good, Leonica. So you guys, so y'all make sure that as you come in, hit the like button. Like I said, I dropped the link in the chat if you want to. Hey, Miss Omega, you should see the link up there. It's a poll and there's another link. So you can click that link and you can come on in the chat or come over here with me, honey, so we can discuss. So you guys, we're gonna get started. Let me tell y'all something. This season of Married at First Sight with Ike and Em has been something for the books, honey. So some of y'all said he worse than Chris. Some of y'all said that he's not worse than Chris. That Chris was the ultimate worst. So I don't know. I don't know where I stand because I do know where I stand. Chris to me still is worse. Now it's still to be continued when it comes to Ike because we definitely don't know what he's gonna do. But definitely he giving. What's up? Hey, Shawanda. Shawanda. So thank you for being a new member. That's right, y'all. Join the membership if y'all have not joined. Join the membership. I'm about ready to go get in my own self, child. Look like she said, I'm gonna stick beside him. That's her husband, honey. My man. What's up, mom from Millennium Mom? Y'all make sure that y'all go over there to her channel and make sure that y'all subscribe and watch her lives, y'all. Definitely watch her lives. All right, you guys. So I'm waiting on Miss Omega. She gonna come on up here before I get started. Chris was pretty bad. Chris was cruel. So yeah, Chris was pretty bad, honey. I still think that that I don't think I can beat him yet. So yeah. All right, you guys. So let's go. Like, first, I want to say I'm praying for California. Still praying for California. I wanted to continue to make this a part of this live stream because California is just going through some things right now. If you are from California, y'all make sure that y'all let us know what's going on, how y'all feel about what's going on in the chat. And if you are from California, let us know what part of California are you from. Have you been affected by the fire? So I'm definitely praying for, like I said, I got family that's in California, but thank God they're not in the area that the fires took place. So I'm grateful for that because she is an older woman, my aunt. And so yeah, so if y'all from California, like I said, drop down in the chat. Let us know. We're praying for California. We're praying for, the destruction because, I'm so grateful that me and Eddie got a chance to go to Malibu and experience it, you know what I'm saying, before all the destructions and some part of California. But like just to see the devastation, man, like people, houses and everything on it was like it is like a war zone. It was a disaster. So to say the least. And yeah, so California really truly has got hit hard. And y'all, I really and truly have empathy and sympathy for those that have been affected by it because I know people be saying, well, they celebrities, child, they got money. Not all celebrities have money. And then plus these were not just people's home, but their valuables, their memories, all that stuff was in there. So honey, it's easy to say uh what it is when and call out celebrities, honey, for having money like they could just go and buy memories. They can't. Hey, Miss Omega. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. Rochelle said, I'm in San Juan, but my family is in LA. My sister lives in Pasadena and was evacuated. Her home is okay, but the looters are just crazy. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy to be looting, honey? People trying to get it. Anyway. But thank God that her home is okay and good. I still can't hear you. But I know some of y'all, if y'all want to know what Miss Omega doing there, let me remove this. Y'all wanted to know this. I know some of y'all want to know this. And let me tell y'all. Y'all want to know who sung this theme song?
We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa, so come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I was
Always
put
put
God
God
first.
first.
She popped off, but that's who sings our theme song. So Miss Omega, she sings the theme song, y'all. So she popped off. She had audio issues. So now let's go and get started. So let's start with the first one. She'll pop back on. So Thomas and Camille, y'all. Thomas and Camille. Now it was really and truly good to see Camille actually open up and be transparent. If you guys coming in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like so that other people on that's just strolling on YouTube, honey, don't have their notifications on, can see that we are live. So yeah, Camille and Thomas. Now I will say that I am Camille and Thomas fan, so I do like them together. I think they'll work out their little minor issues. But it was good to see Camille actually open up and be transparent because son, and she had told that man, you only gonna get one cry a year, honey. That was it. I met my quota. But it seemed as though Thomas is very emotional, and which is good for a man like he is 40 some years old. And it's good that he's actually that transparent and vulnerable and actually being emotional, you know what I'm saying, toward, being emotional toward her, or emotional period. And I think that's good because, sometimes we don't get a chance to see men actually be vulnerable and especially on national television. Testing. Testing. Can you hear me? Say something. I still can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Mm. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Thomas and Camille. I always wanted to know who sang it. Yep, that's her right there, Miss Omega, honey. She sang that baby, sunk it from her soul, honey. And the words, wrote the words and everything, child. Sometimes I be singing your things on out the blue. I know, and it's so catchy, y'all. I'm telling you, I love it. Big Steph. She trying to get her audio together. You may have to come off the I see your lips moving, but I can't hear nothing. Yeah, I love them too. I mean, they are very refreshing after seeing the other couples, child. So Thomas and Camille, yeah, and I like their therapy session with Dr. Pepper and all that good stuff. You still can't get it. Many prayers for those in California as for married first sight. This is so damaging, and they put him in dangerous position. Well, M looked like she said, "I'm gonna stick beside him, honey." She said, "That's my man, my man, my man, my husband." She said, "My husband." You gonna try somewhere else? So, all right, now let's move on to what's her name? Carla is in the bathroom, child. She is in the bathroom doing a beauty shop in the bathroom, honey. So she said, forget about the toilet and the stuff that goes on in the bathroom, honey. So she said she is doing it in the bathroom. So her husband said, "Baby, you gotta do something, you gotta work, you gotta do something, honey. Cause I need to see something what's going on." So I'm trying to see what the lights looking like. 31 lights. Come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all can do better than that. 31 lights. Come on. Come on. Let's get these lights up. Hello? Come on, y'all. Let's get the lights up. Make sure when you come on in, you hit the like. I hit the like on my own video, okay? So y'all, make sure y'all hit the like. Thomas look nice in the suit. He do. Thomas got plenty of them suits, Chad. I think they'll make it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Hit them likes when you come in. So yeah, so Carla in the bathroom, honey, she is doing beauty shop 101 in the bathroom because she said her husband said she need to be working and doing something. Now y'all said y'all believe Carla got fired, but she said she quit. So I don't know, honey. Yeah, I don't know. She could have got fired, honey. She could have had just had honey lady just wasn't getting along, and she just said, you out of here." So I don't know. I don't know, but she said she quit. So yeah, Carla and Juan, I don't think that they really and truly gonna make it. That this was Juan, honey, when he was tearing up all of that food, cause I heard that they don't be feeding them folks over there like that unless they got some kind of scene where they eating, then they don't get food like that. So, honey, he said, "I'm gonna take it while I can. In fact, can I get it to go?" So, yeah, Juan was gonna eat because he didn't have to cook. He didn't have to go to the grocery store. He didn't have to do no food. So he was gonna eat. Now, the fact too that they were talking about business and talking about a business plan, and Juan just on her about working because he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna be with a wife. She's definitely gonna have to work." And so, yeah, what y'all feel about that scene? So I'm just That's right. That's right, Connie. Connie Poodle mom. I said Connie Poodle man. Connie Poodle mom. That's right. Get the likes up while we waiting on Miss Omega. Okay, I noticed they scarfed out. Right, and I'm surprised he didn't choke. There you go. I hear some noise.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now loud and clear.
Ooh, girl. Talk
I don't
about
know.
technical difficulties.
Okay, I don't know
I
what
just
happened.
came in on, I don't know, I was on the PC. I just came in on the phone. So the phone is working. So we're good.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
everybody.
So yes, this is who sings our theme song. Yeah, Connie said I can hear you loud and clear. This is who sings the theme song, wrote and produced. And who was the
Aw.
wrote and produced you and what is the who made the beats?
Oh, the music. Uh-huh.
Who what's his name?
My brother-in-law.
Yeah, he made the beats.
What is he going by? Oh shoot, some Scrub Beats.
Scrub beats, because I always want to say
Scrub Beats.
Swiss beats.
Me too.
So yes, that's who made the theme song, y'all. So and I always forget when she's on this platform to make sure that y'all let her know because some people like who's singing, who's singing. So yes, that is her.
Aw, thank
Yes, so we
you,
we love
sis.
her so much, and she did it out of the kindness of her own heart, and y'all, it plays rent free in my head. So yeah, definitely, we appreciate you, we love you, and we didn't get a chance to do our meet and greet again this year. I mean last year, but we'll try to
Last
do it
year.
this year. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. So yeah, the
Most
people saying they
definitely.
love it. They say they love it. I know y'all. I'm telling you, love it, love it,
Oh,
love it.
I
So yeah.
appreciate y'all. Let's
All
see
right.
if I
So
can
let's
turn the camera this way. Okay, there we go. Now I can see.
Okay, good. Okay, so now since you missed this part, anything you want to say about Carl and Thomas?
Um, I think they're the only hope for this season.
I agree.
Um, I really like Thomas. I know he's kind of reserved, and Camille kind of like that thug life. type dude or
Yeah, so
whatever. But I think she's warming up to him. I sure hope so.
yeah. I
Um,
think he's a good fit for her. You know what
because
I'm
they're
saying? Like,
cute together, and he's one of those husbands that will give you the world,
yeah.
you
I
know.
did,
And she better wake up. That's all I can say, because those are not common these days. And she
right.
got herself a good one. And you know what? He's 41, so I think he's ready.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
he's
agree.
ready for the marriage. So I liked him,
Yeah. Somebody said, can
and
we
I
get a
think
live
he's good.
version of the song? They want a live version of the song.
Oh, absolutely. We'll definitely do that.
Make her
Just
look,
not today.
not the dad. That's right. The real said, make her look desperate. His disrespect is online years from her, from the future kids we will see. Make her
Hmm?
look desperate. His disrespect is online years from now. I guess maybe they talking about Ike.
Ike, okay, because
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
not little Thomas.
yeah. I know that's right. If you don't know any better, they look like brother and sister. They do. They do
They
favor
do.
a little bit. They honestly they do. Which probably can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? They are intertwined.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah.
hey, Kay, I missed you when I was in Vegas, girl.
Thomas is a good, yeah, he's a good man. And I know you probably missed the live that we had last week or whatever week before last, where we actually in Reddit they put how much somebody went and found that necklace that he gave her, and it ended up being about $600.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's what the people said. So the people went searching. So
Hmm.
if that's accurate, then yeah, Thomas really and truly he into her, honey. That's his boo
Oh
thing
yeah,
for real.
he is. Yeah, he is. You know,
So
with her
Carla
being
won.
younger too, so that's
Oh yeah.
that's what they like, right?
Yep. That's what they like. That's how Eddie got me, and I'm way younger. No, I'm just playing. I ain't that young. I'm younger than him. He came home late, so he downstairs eating for those that probably wonder where he get. So now Carla and Juan, what you feel about them?
uh, like Kay said the other week that we had the live, she Carla acts like she is waiting on a spaceship. She's in a totally different universe,
Mhm.
and reality doesn't seem to be there.
Right.
For her, he's more focused on his businesses and so forth. Um, and I think Carla came on the show to get married, to find a husband, to take care of her so she could be her free spirited self. That's just my opinion, because she gave up her apartment and was living out of a storage facility because she knew she was getting married. She knew there was going to be 8 weeks in an apartment, and then you get married, and then you after the 8 week apartment, I guess you move in with your husband. But Juan is not. He's not feeling that timeline that she has. Um, and like when you quit your job, why would you just quit your job? Um, Even though she's a hairstylist, I don't like the word hairdresser, but hairstylist. But I don't know. You just said haircuts. Is that all you're doing is haircuts? And you're gonna do it out of your bathroom?
I mean the bathroom. Yeah, out of all places. Honey.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, and I just don't think that she has those goals and that ambition and that drive that he was expecting out of his wife. So that's
I
just
agree.
my opinion.
Yeah. That lifestyle works for her. Yeah. I think what it is, I mean, and you made a good point because she not only did she quit her job, but this show is up in 8 weeks. So where are you gonna stay? And where were you
Hmm.
staying before that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she got a plan for real because this man and y'all not gonna work. Like, now y'all not gonna
Hmm.
work as roommates, y'all not gonna work as husband and wife, y'all not gonna work as
Hmm.
friends, because that's not. So I really truly, I know the people say she got fired or whatever the case may be, but girl, I forgot you ain't got you homeless. I forgot you is
Yeah.
homeless, child.
And then the key point on that is you made a single decision as a married woman. You don't leave your job. I know you guys just got married, but you
Hmm.
don't leave your job, make that type of decision without consulting your husband.
Right.
And I think that's what threw him for a loop was because she just said, "Oh, well, I'm just going to quit my job. You can take care of us." Basically, it's what she was saying, or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
universe will take care of us, that kind of thing. And I think that might have been, he's like, okay, well, if you're going to use this opportunity to build your empire, I'm all for it. But again, she doesn't have a plan or anything.
Yeah. And Juan is not the one. Like he is
Mm-mm,
not the one.
mm-mm,
He ain't the one to take
mm-mm.
care of you. He is trying to work on that little app or that app. I ain't gonna say little, but he's working on that app. So he is not in no space to take care of you. So that's why
Right.
she pulled out that big notebook and that I guess she had in her purse or something. She must got a big purse because that's a pretty big notebook. And she started taking
Mm-hmm.
copious notes on, oh, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, or whatever. Because Juan is not the one, and he is not to be played with, Jack, because he is not trying to take care of no grown woman.
He is like minimal expenses.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that told her that she would probably be going on trips by herself?
Yep, he was the one.
Yeah, he was the one that said that, right? So,
Hmm.
I mean, hey, with the Home Depot cart as your TV stand, he is not about spending money
No.
frivolously. He's like very structured. And I don't know about Miss Carla.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Mom said Juan doesn't give marriage vibes at all. He gives opportunity to expand his business.
hmm
And
and
he
I
gives
agree.
mentorship too. Yeah, so he getting mentorship advice and he on never having a good time. So yeah, when she was
hmm
taking business tips from one, I could appreciate that. Yeah.
hmm
Definitely, because that's all they got. That's all he is a mentor right now, honey. A hungry
hmm
mentor, because he was there to eat all of them
Wasn't
folks'
he eating?
food. Yes, he was. He
hmm
was there to eat all them folks' food. Cause
Woo
I
woo.
heard that they don't be feeding them like that unless they got a scene like that. So, honey, he was there to eat them folks' food, Jack.
Well, it was free, I guess. So
Yes,
that's
it
why he
was.
was really partaking in the Vitos because it was
Hmm.
free.
That's it. All right. So now Allen and Madison.
Ooh, child.
I know. Ain't it a lot?
Okay, can I say something about
Go ahead.
Alan?
Go ahead.
I think Alan has a love interest already. I don't know who it is. Okay, let me just
On
throw
the
this
show.
out there. On the show, off the show, I don't know. But peep this. He was adamant, and I mean very adamant, about leaving and going home.
Oh, okay.
I'm not buying that he had to get up early in the morning or whatever, and it was closer from his house.
Mhm.
Because you noticed he was like, no matter what you say, basically, I'm leaving.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So what's gonna make you? Usually, a woman can kind of coerce a man into doing what. Maybe coerce is not the right word, but we can usually get a man to do what we want him to do, especially if we want him to stay.
Right.
Only time they gonna be adamant about leaving is if one, I'm not feeling it. Two, I got something else I got to go to, and it
Mhm.
was not his job. And if
Mhm.
you noticed, the next scene they show when he comes back, his demeanor was totally different.
Mhm.
Totally different.
Mhm.
Basically, are you attracted to me or what? Or not?
Mhm.
Just let me know.
Mhm.
He has never had been that ballsy before.
Mhm.
So I'm like, somebody else, you may not like me. You trying to change me. Because remember, he went down that list of all these things. And basically, I'm tired of putting forth this effort and you don't really show me. And, he just said, hey, are you attracted to me or not? What is it
Yep.
about me that you find attractive? And she was, oh, you're a nice person, whatever it was she said. Nothing about the physical, but you want to change the way I dress. You want to change the way I am. You want to change all these things, and I'm not getting nothing from you. I said, oh, there's the cockiness coming in.
Yep.
Somebody else is saying to him, and it's just what I believe, Alan, you're so nice, you're handsome, you're great. So he's hearing something from somebody. Okay. And now he's like, okay, I face the fact you're not attracted to me.
Mm.
So why am I putting forth all this effort? I mean, he just really got he made a complete 360 in just those two scenes. I don't know how many days that was or whatever, but I just think that he got him and he might be the one that was proposing to MM.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
we see somebody saying, "Will you marry me?"
We do. We
Hmm.
do.
Now that
Mm.
would be something right there.
It would be.
So
He might
I
as
don't
well go
know.
on because his wife don't care if he's there. I agree,
Hmm.
Kim.
She doesn't
That's a
like. She's not attracted to him at all.
at
Period.
all. At all. And that's a very good point. I think somebody pointed that out either in the even in the either in the comment section or on Millennium Moms Live. I think that was pointed out that Alan could have went somewhere else. He was adamant. I don't know. Eddie said it. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I heard it. But he was adamant about leaving. That like he was going over a girl house or meeting somebody or whatever. So he really truly did not care. Um,
Agreed.
and the fact too is that I think I got mad at Madison the way she, of course, is nonchalant with him and all this stuff, whatever. Don't want him to touch her and all that stuff, whatever. Like, why you care? Like, I just and I understand that. Oh my gosh, she got trauma from the. But why you care? Like, you've never really cared before, so why do you care? So
Maybe
I got
appearance sake on the show so that she doesn't look like the villain in here. She
oh
doesn't
maybe.
look like she wasn't trying, but girlfriend, you really weren't trying with this man.
Yeah, I agree. Like she really works all of my nerves because I do think Alan is a good dude, and I do if
Hmm.
he in the chat because he done been in the chat before, but I think he's a good dude, and I do think that I don't think he's a bad dude. Even like Alan got some swag to him now,
He does.
he really do.
Yes, he does.
He got swag. So I don't see what Madison is looking for. I don't know what her type is because Alan seems like a really good dude. Not only on top of that, he seems educated and he seems financially stable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This was the dude that I
Hmm.
think that
Hmm.
built some part of his house, if not his house, by himself, like a part of it. He did something with his
Hmm.
hands in his house.
He did the
So
remodeling. Yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
and like who don't want a dude like that? You know what I'm saying? Especially Madison is not well, Madison is 29, but girl, you is not 21. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
But you're older in age and you should be at a place where you want stability in your life. And to me,
Hmm.
Alan is that. And I'm so glad
Yeah.
he stood up for himself. No, I'm not changing this. I'm not changing that. If I do all of this for
Right.
you and you ain't changing no part for me, then what's it all for? But that was a great
Hmm.
point that he was like,
Hmm.
somebody when his M like, baby, I got you, honey. I like you
Exactly. Somebody.
don't change nothing.
Because why
So
don't she just take him to the gym with her? If you
yeah,
don't like he's not fat. So I don't get it.
yep,
You know what you want him to bulk up? Okay, let's eat protein and work out.
mm-hmm,
He was willing to do everything
yep,
and go to the gym. And then when you create this monster, you gonna be like, dang. Now people really gonna be looking at him because he's a good dude.
mm-hmm, yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Alan was definitely taking up for M and really just like pointing out the negative facts on Ike, on the
mm-hmm,
after party. So he definitely was like yeah, I can attest to this. I can attest. So yeah, he definitely had M back. And I don't know
mm-hmm,
if they do have a relationship or connection or something like that, or it's just the gentleman in him to say, I'm gonna call out the BS in another man. I have no problem with sticking up and saying it. And we saw that at the dinner
mm-hmm.
table.
Yeah, yeah. You did.
Yeah, like somebody like your sense of humor, Alan. Somebody. Betty said she
Somebody
liked
does. And your broccoli shorts and
it.
whatever
Right.
this is on the shirt you got on right there. Somebody like it.
Yeah. Well, mom said
Hmm.
Madison and Michelle need to try for the bachelor. They don't want tell me they can't be
They
the
ain't
whole now.
ready to be married.
Yeah, now
No, they're not.
they can be one of the ladies that's being chosen, but they not finna be the I guess the bachelor. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so they're gonna be the latest that's being chosen, and
And
folks
they
saying they
probably
need
won't
to
get
change that
chosen.
exactly at all. Her friend said that she dates pretty boys. I will take Alan, a man that can remodel your home. Okay, be supportive, willing to hello willing to hello in his own car and home. Okay, I know that's right. I take her for 200, Alex.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? The only
Yep.
thing she seemed to like about him is his car.
Yeah.
Madison.
Again.
Every time she in the car, that's the
Hmm.
only real time that she looked like she connected and happy.
Look
You
at
know, so
here go Ed. Somebody shouldn't have had that hamburger. I'm stuffed. I'm trying not to get a big bag.
oh
He's so silly downstairs. He should be up here.
Lord have mercy.
Oh Jesus! Not Madison type. Is Dusty.
Mhm.
Oh, thriving 25. Go for the junior burger. Hey, Miss Barbara. It is so silly. Madison showed her hand from jump, and her family bagged her need for a pretty boy. Allen is used to being sought after. So the rejection is probably new to him. Allen is used to being sought after. Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know about that one
I don't know either.
because he's
I
kind of he's not very he's a little insecure, so I can't really see that used to being sought after. But if you look how she was now, he was handsome
yeah.
on the wedding day. She was all over kissing and all this other
Yeah,
stuff,
she
and
was.
then I guess once she got to see the real him, then it was like, okay, he's kind of boring.
Hmm.
So he's just not what she's used to,
Hmm.
and then the family saying, oh, well, she's used to pretty boys, but he's not unattractive,
Yeah, he's definitely
okay.
not unattractive at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh
But
yeah, that's
she'll
right,
regret it.
Miss Betty, and he can cook. I know that's right, honey, because she tore that food up like a
Oh,
hunk of
she
hot.
sure did.
I'm like, this man can cook too, girl. You
We
special.
forgot that one.
Yeah. All right, you
Hmm.
guys, make sure that as you come in, hit the like. We got 64 likes and we got 94 people in the chat. So y'all make sure that y'all hit that like, honey, so the other people on the YouTube can know that we is live. All right, praise him.
Hmm.
Hallelujah. Um, let me know if Alan gets into the chat. I need to ask him. Just go to his DM and DM husband. All right, so now let's move on because honey, I can stay right here all day talk about Madison, honey, them lashes and all that stuff, whatever. And like you said, when he asked, is there anything that you're attracted to me? Like, oh, that's a weird question. Who asked that? That girl, that man, your husband. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Your
Yes or
husband.
no. I guess he needed to get that little paper. I used to write, do you like me?
Oh
Yes
yeah,
or no. So
right.
are you attracted to me? Yes box or no box. Pick one.
Exactly. Yeah. And she got so defensive because she already knew the answer is no. You know what I'm
It's
saying? So
no.
she's not
Hmm.
attracted to him. Nothing. Oh, I like your efforts. I like this. Child, we talking about attraction, honey.
Exactly,
We ain't
girl.
talking about no efforts, honey. We talking about attraction. This is not an employment for a job. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on, honey. All right. So now let's move on to Ponytail. The Gina, as his wife called him, the Gina. Michelle and David. You can speak.
Mm.
You gotta take a deep
When
breath.
is he gonna just tell her yes? Because I just want him to call her out on her BS.
Mhm.
Why do you allow her to treat you that way and talk to
Right.
you that way when you need to get a box? Are you attracted to me? Yes or no? You need to give her that paper and
Hmm.
let her say no and move on. You
Hmm.
guys sitting here faking the funk in front of Dr. Pepper when she asked how you do. Oh, we making strides and blah blah blah. Yeah, just the other day we talked for like 20 minutes. Say what? Okay, and other than that, what else have you guys done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yep. It was
And
cricket.
why it was. And it's like, David, why are you putting yourself through this when you know this woman does not like you? And she
Mhm.
keeps, oh, he's a nice guy. You know, now somebody the last episode, now I was a little shocked that he said he didn't have savings. Say what? You living at home in the basement and you ain't got no money. I know you paying your parents rent, but you can't be paying your parents a large amount of rent every month. You're working
No.
two jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, it's important to Michelle, and I never thought I would say this. I kind of understand what she's going through. As a young woman, she is probably what Dr. Pepper say she was Poe. Um,
Yes.
so she grew up Poe,
Oh, honey.
and she worked hard to get to a point to where she is. Maybe the struggle isn't real for her anymore, and she never wants to go back to that. So from a financial perspective, she's young, and that's her focus. Is she want a man that can be her financial equal or greater? Um, and David, unfortunately, he's just not there. It doesn't give her an excuse to, belittle this man, but she should have been, I think, clear with the experts on what it is that she needed, what was important to her. Because when they played it back, everything she asked for, that was David.
Yeah.
She was more worried about the physical, you know, um, those sorts of things, when financially that was something that was important to her, but yet she never stood on that. When they asked her, a person still living at home, is that an issue for you? And she said no, as long as they have the means, basically, to be out on their own, but they choose to be home, that's different. She can work with that. But from a financial perspective, he's not there.
Yeah.
And that scares her because she doesn't want to be um, the sole provider in that relationship. And she's probably afraid that being with him is going to start taking from her. And then that means that her lifestyle is going to have to go down from where she's worked hard to pull it up to. That's
Yeah.
just what I think. However, what she should do is she needs to be honest with this man. Stop stringing him along. Stop being rude and disrespectful to him, and let him know this is my challenge. This isn't going to work. So he's talking about getting a a promotion that's going to put him in alignment with what she's making. Maybe 1 or 2 years he'll be ready to make that next step. Well, she doesn't want 1 or 2 years,
Nope.
and I kind of understand it, from a woman being successful in your career, when you get to a certain stage financially. And that's why a lot of amazing women, and I can only really speak for the Black sisters that I know, but a lot of amazing women are still single because they can't find that financial equal. Um, and it is a challenge, when we get to MM and Ikechi, I'll elaborate. I can understand it because I live it.
Right.
I'm not materialistic at all. I work hard to, achieve what I have achieved. And I don't feel like a man coming into my life. Oh yeah, he could say he came up, but what am I saying? And not that finances. When you're younger, you want to build and grow. When you're older, all you need to do, baby, is be able to take care of yourself. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It changes. And I think growing up, I had humble beginnings as well growing up, which was a motivation for myself to truly work hard to achieve things. I was the first person in my house, I mean, in my family, to buy a home
Mm.
as a single woman.
Mm.
The way I travel, the way I live, I've been blessed
Right.
to do that, and then to have, and my daughter, the challenge she has, she's 32, is because she's traveled, because she has a good career, because she's kind of put herself in a different financial level than most men her age. And unfortunately for her, she's going to have to learn there's going to be some give and take. When you're young, you don't know, you still got time to grow.
Yeah.
And that's what Michelle has to see, if there's drive and ambition there. We're not
Hmm.
talking about being in your 50s. He should have been grown by now. Chances of him growing somewhere doing something else is very slim. But when you're 31, 32, how old is David? 35? He should have
Um.
a plan.
Yeah.
36, I don't know. He's still young,
Yeah. He in his, I
but
think he in his early 30s.
early 30s. Yeah, she's just not willing to, work with him. She wants him to already have it together.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of early 30 men that have it all together.
Yeah.
Let's just
Because
keep it
women
real.
do mature quicker than men. That's what they say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Um.
believe that.
I on this part of it, I do feel Michelle. I do feel like David did not come in. I guess he made it seem like to us like, oh, I got a savings. I've been staying with my folks. I've been saving my money. Blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah. Whatever. Because looking at the car, he definitely don't have no car note unless he bought it from a buy here, pay here lot. So he
Right?
definitely get, yeah, he definitely got that. So and then you stand in your folks' basement, and you say you get him a little something, but his parents probably really truly let him pay a light bill or something like that. It's not like he
Mm-hmm.
paying because I'm sure the house is paid for. So he probably don't have nothing paid, nothing like that. So what are you doing with the two jobs of money that you working at? So you was
Right.
living in an apartment, say you was paying $1,200 or whatever. So you decided, hey, I'm gonna stop that. So what happened to the $1,200? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, what they do is they say, well, I'm just gonna say this part since I was paying rent, I'm gonna put that back. So he was saying something about his savings. So now I do see Michelle like, okay, now you said this, you working two
Mm-hmm.
jobs. So where is the money? Now they say she's a secretary. It depends. Some secretaries may get paid good, some I don't know. But the fact is that he said that I once I get my promotion, I will be where you are. So
Mm-hmm.
is she six figures or both your jobs not six figures? Now this Chicago. Now from what I hear, it's
Mm-hmm.
expensive to live in Chicago.
Well, she
You
said
know what I'm saying?
$2,300 a month for that little bitty apartment she was living in.
Okay, so maybe she had six figures, so maybe he not at that mark yet. I don't know, but I do on this part, I feel that Michelle not gonna stay with this man. Why do you care if he cheat for real, whatever? Because you're not gonna be with him. So yeah, it really truly and to try to dress him and do all that stuff, whatever. It really truly it was like, yeah. In that moment I was like, okay, I'm with you on this part, Michelle. Now I ain't been rocking with you like somebody say. I ain't been rocking with you
Right.
all the time. But I felt you on this
Mm-hmm.
one, girl. I think he feels he needed to stay because he see his parents' successful marriage and he doesn't want his marriage to fail. I get that personally, but if it doesn't work, it just don't work. That's it. Like
And
this.
don't subject yourself to that rude behavior.
Oh, definitely.
She just needs to be honest with him and say, you know, it's not working for me, or I don't see a future with you because, and then let it go. Don't let it drag out, you know, because definitely she's not, that's a big turnoff for her,
Right. I agree.
and she's not going to get past it. She's been holding on to this for the whole freaking month that y'all been married. So it's not going anywhere.
Right. It's not.
So,
No,
yeah.
Michelle isn't young. She's 37. Michelle's mind is stuck in the time of being embarrassed of her family and upbringing. Basically, time has moved on. Michelle has not, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, well she's 37 and she expects him to be where or whoever her man is to be where she is or greater. And David's
Mm.
not there.
She said
Cuz
he 10
again,
years behind. 10 years behind her.
mm,
That's a harsh state. Like not 1 or 2 years, but she said 10 years.
mm,
I'm like, dang,
wow.
what is he working at McDonald's? I seen where the people said he was a janitor or something like that. I don't know, honey. I don't know what I remember him saying something, but child, with
But he
these
had two
titles nowadays,
jobs.
he got
Yeah,
two,
he
but they
had two
put one at
jobs.
Burger King and one at the grocery store. That don't mean they good money paying jobs. I but he
Yeah.
did say something like social work. Something it was something or something. But you could be working at the social at the what do you call DHR. You could be a janitor. I don't know what David doing, honey. But yeah,
And she don't want to move in with him at the basement.
definitely not.
You know what I mean? And that's another thing. I was, kind of disappointed. I've seen some basements, baby, that are just the bomb. You know what I'm saying? They look like an ADU, you
Right.
know, but not that one where he is.
Yep.
There's
I agree.
no, you know, and to hers to see that, she's like, I can't go back to that. So
Hmm.
now what does that mean? He's gonna have to move in with me. This is what she thinking, right?
Yeah, I
You
agree.
got an old car, so even though you see her riding with him sometimes, she don't seem to be pleased, whatever kind of car he has. And she's
Hmm.
like, I can't go backwards because I'm used to doing this, that, and the other. And then I can see him coming to me saying, babe, my car broke down. It's gonna be 1,500 for me to fix the car. And you're gonna be looking at me to give you the 1,500. That's what
Right.
Michelle is thinking,
Hmm.
and I can't say that she's wrong. Understanding her thought process, I wouldn't say is wrong. It's how she's going about it that's wrong. How she's
Right.
treating him
Right.
is
Yeah.
wrong.
And she
You
said on the
know.
after party that she has been passive aggressive, and it's kind of hard for her to watch it back because she said she has been passive aggressive, and
Hmm.
she didn't even know that she operated like that. So yeah, I think she's taking accountability after the fact of how she's actually coming off and looking on camera because she does look real like I'm looking down at you like you're disgusting. Ugh.
Yep, you're beneath me. You're
Right.
you're a waste of my time, and that's how
Yeah.
she treats him.
Yeah. And I think that that's definitely unfair. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's definitely unfair to him because he
Hmm.
hasn't been disrespectful or even looked at you in a different way. He may not just
Hmm.
be on your level, but you don't
Hmm.
have to talk down to him either, you know?
Yeah, I can't wait to find out who he was sexting though.
Oh
That he
yeah.
accidentally sent to her. So
Hmm.
that's gonna be good.
Somebody
And she got.
Tia said- Tina. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and she got the nerve to get attitude.
I know that's right. You don't
That's
want
funny,
it.
right?
I wasted years on a man that had dreams and goals for 20 years ago or so, and to this day they're still trying to figure it out. Nobody got time to figure out, honey. Life is
Ain't
moving
nobody got time.
on. I live in Chicago, and there are some nice places you can get for a two-bedroom for $1,800. That's cheap because the wages aren't low. Because the wages aren't low here.
Oh, so
Yep.
1,800 is cheap. Hmm.
David is full of it. He's trying to impress. Hey, Liz, girl, I wanted you to be up here too. David is full of it. He's trying to impress Michelle because she's called him out. Yeah. Yeah, I think he is trying to, but he wasn't trying that hard when he said I ain't got none in my savings. I would have lied and said, yeah, I got a pretty decent.
Okay, I got my savings is pretty strong. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if I
So.
knew I wasn't gonna make it with this girl. What difference does it make, honey? I would have said, yep, and my savings is strong because surely she wouldn't have asked to see my savings account. You don't even like me, so why am I showing you any of my personal stuff?
Hmm.
Because this marriage is not gonna last. So yeah, I would have said, yeah.
But
And just like,
remember, what's her name? Gil, and what's
yep,
the girl name?
J- Gil and Maryla.
Marilyn. Okay, she was the moneymaker, and Gil was a paramedic. He was
Mm-hmm.
making decent money, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't enough for her.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she tried for the show's sake, that was too important to her. The
Right.
financials.
Yep.
So I think that the game is changing now where women who are okay, I'll say they want to get in a relationship and they want to be married, but those finances are important to a lot of women.
Yeah. Yep.
So men, you guys need to pull up because if you're going to be with a woman that's self-sufficient and independent, that's going to be a requirement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yep.
Somebody just said he was trying to figure it out. She 20 years or so, and they still trying to figure it out. That was somebody that was working with men. But I think women now, and Michelle's almost 40. She got to hurry up if she want a family,
Hmm.
and she can't have that with him.
She
So,
definitely had that with him.
I ain't gonna waste my time. So I
Yep.
get it, girl. But
Yeah.
be respectful and let him know, dude, this isn't gonna work for me. I think you're a
Hmm.
nice guy, but you're not for me. It's important to me to have someone that's my financial equal, and you're not there.
Yeah, I agree. Drucy said previously he said he had money. Now he's saying he doesn't. I think he's done with her now. Yeah, he did make it seem like he had money. Like, oh yeah, I went back home with my parents to save money. So you know what I'm saying. I don't. Hey, I can move out now. Now he's saying it's gonna take him 2 years, 1 to 2
Yep.
years to get a place. So what? What? Like what? Gil was sending that
Mm,
money back home. That's why, it was making her mad. Finances are important, definitely important. I know somebody said
they
that
are.
they felt that Michelle would be better for Alan, but remember Michelle wanted a black man.
She wanted a brother. Yeah.
She said no vanilla over here. Like she didn't want nobody vanilla. So, Alan is vanilla, so she didn't want vanilla. So, they gave her what she asked for, I guess not into those details. And I think Kay had said it too, is that, him coming on the show with living in the basement and all that stuff. Now I guess not financially prepared per se, but I guess he made it seem like to the experts, oh yeah, I can move out. Like, hey, I'm just here from, save money,
Mhm.
yada yada
Mhm.
yada. I can move out. But now it's changing. And so yeah, I don't get that. I know I believe David was sexting Madison. Got them M's
Mhm.
messed up, brother. You got Michelle and Madison. You better put side chick,
Right.
a woman that don't like me as Michelle, and you better say the woman I like. You better do something. But them M's,
Mm.
them little thick thumbs and fingers you got, honey, messed you up.
Mess you up. Yeah.
Yep. Can't trust a man whose story keeps changing. Right. We're gonna move on. So
Mm.
that's right. I remember that. Finances are important. The experts should try to match based on commonalities, but
Commonalities.
looking
Hmm.
at the difference between M and Sketchy, Carla and Juan, it's not just Michelle and David. Yeah, I
True.
agree. But what was one crying about? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it was him and Carla had a moment, maybe with some in his past. I know the production wants us to feel like it's something more than what it is, but child, it
Hmm.
ain't it ain't it ain't nothing more than what it is. David appears to be biracial. She wanted a light skinned black man. I'm not sure she is attracted to him. Yeah, I agree. She ain't attracted. Not when she called that man and said he looked like the genie. And that genie, when I looked it up, honey, was ugly with the big head and the ponytail. So no.
Mm, mm,
All right.
mm,
So let's
mm.
talk about our favorite people, honey. So, honey, when he was talking to Pastor Kyle, he said he ain't never disrespect that woman.
Yeah, he got issues. This dude
He
right here. I like that name, Sketchy, because
sketchy.
that
That's
is
what.
really him.
Yeah, that's what Kay
You
called him,
know.
sketchy, honey.
I like that
He said I
because
ain't
he
never.
is.
He said he ain't never disrespect her. So,
What he got in
and
that backpack though
that's what I,
that he
honey.
carry around? That big
I
old
guess he
backpack.
know.
Some of
I
his
guess he
books.
like Carla. I don't know, but it look heavy, honey. But he say
Mm-hmm.
he is a magician, not a magician, a musician.
A
Um,
musician.
yeah, he's a musician and stuff like that. So maybe it's stuff from school and stuff. But yeah, he carried around faithfully, honey.
Yes,
So
he
yeah,
does.
the
Now, how
yeah,
you gonna sit here and tell Pastor Cal she wants to have sex with me? I don't know her. She wants me to move in with her. I don't know her. Dude, you came on a show to get married.
yeah,
This is not a regular relationship. You got 8 weeks to decide. Is it 8 weeks? To
yep.
decide if you're going to stay married to this person or not. Everything is expedited.
Hmm.
So the fact that you don't even care enough about yourself to trim that raggedy ace beard up,
Yeah,
I
that's
already
right.
got a problem with you. It has not
Hmm.
been right, not one single day this whole doggone season. Not even on your wedding day. So to think you all that and think back to the wedding day when they were talking, his was it his cousin? the
Mm-hmm.
girl, and
Oh
she was
yeah.
saying, "Are you ready? Because he got a lot of followers and blah 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 blah." And you can't. Are you going to be insecure? Basically, asking her that question, and she's like, "Well, it's up to him to make me feel secure." Like he
Right.
was the prize, right?
Yes. Yes. I
So
was
I'm
going.
sitting here
He got
going,
he has nothing but 11,000 followers on Instagram. I'm sorry, but that is not a lot. If you're talking about, oh, he have a lot of people in his DMs. That is not a lot of
right.
followers, Sam.
Well, she was hyping him up.
She
He's an
was.
author. He's a musician. He's this. He's that. We ain't gonna talk about the fact that he tried out for the show in different cities. Okay,
Right.
before this time, but it seems to me like he was going with the flow because he was the dude, right? They built him up like he was the man, right? Until
Mhm.
he saw how and where MM lived. Then the little slide remarks and the jokes started coming. Look at you. Got a karaoke machine. You got the lights. So you saw that her lifestyle was better than yours,
Mhm.
sir. Now you're realizing, uh, I'm not on her level.
Right.
That's why he kept saying she treated him, unless they did some heck of a editing. I never once seen her belittle him. I never once seen her talk down to him or make him feel like crap, as he says she does, or make
Mhm.
him feel like he's less than her. Unless we didn't, they edited all of that out because she really don't say much. She asks him questions, which he gives her those little vague, short remarks,
Yep.
responses and slide remarks. So to me, it just seems like his insecurity has taken over him. And now you started out trying to play husband because you thought you was the man. And now the
Mhm.
reality then came in that you're not the man. This
Mhm.
woman, few steps above you from a financial perspective, and now you don't know how to handle it.
Yep.
So now you trying to the narcissistic behaviors come out in you where you're trying to break her down. And I get it, MM. You came on the show for marriage. You came on the show. Why are you putting yourself in this position to allow this man to continue to do this to you when you know he's not the one for you?
Mhm.
Even Dr. Pia asked her, well, why do you want him? Because he's my husband. You're getting feisty with her because he's your husband.
Yep.
Is that really the kind of husband that you want?
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
this dude right here, he came on here to promote his book.
Well,
He came
well, he
to
got a
promote
little
his
bit
book.
more. He got a little bit more than that, honey. Probably got more than what he bargained for because, like I said last time, Chris from Married at First Sight or Chris and Paige, Chris never got over that. Like his Instagram
Hmm.
suffers. People still to this day remember how he treated another woman on national television and disrespected her left and right and left. So if he thought that he was coming on here and to have this attitude, this nastiness to himself
Hmm.
toward another woman, not only did he call her aggressive, he called her very
A-hole. Hmm.
a hole touching him when he don't want to be touched and all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, and I agree. I did watch the after party. Liz was saying he acknowledged to Keisha that she hasn't said anything to him. It's the stuff that she says to other people that he didn't like. That was BS. That was BS. Like, why is you trying to take it from the back? He was saying that they was driving somewhere, like they were at a restaurant. They was somewhere with prominent people or whatever. So she was fine. I guess she did what she needed to do, nice, personable, all that stuff. When she got in the car, it was a lady trying to go across the street, and she was like, "Move, B, get out the way." I was like, because she's probably in a more relaxed atmosphere with you, dude. You know what I'm saying? We all say a lot of stuff behind closed doors, but it doesn't mean that we're horrible people. And
Hmm.
so he was saying that So Keisha was trying to get him to say, well, what's the issue? Because he really and truly still, even with Keisha, doesn't answer the question. She was saying, I understand
Mm-hmm.
what Emma's saying because I'm asking you questions. You're not giving me a straight answer. You're just kind of like giving me these, you know what I'm saying? So he's
Mm-hmm.
really truly not making sense. It's not making sense.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I don't like him, period. And then, you gonna ask him if he will move back in. Because like Pastor Cal was like, well, you guys need to move in together. How are you gonna make this work? He don't want to make it work with her. And I'm gonna say it
Mm,
again. I'm not sure that he likes women.
mm, mm.
He could be faking the funk to build up his followers and stuff. Oh, she comes at me like a piece of meat. Really? You?
Yep. That's what he said.
Like she just wants to have sex with you so bad. And you're saying, no, because I don't know you.
Hmm.
You guys are
It's
supposed to get to know each other, right?
right. Yeah. That's what I mean. You came on the show to be married, and the stuff he was telling Pascal, she wants to move in, she wants to do all this stuff, whatever. What she's building a future with you. That's what she's trying to do. Like
Right.
I'm not
Just
sure what he's doing.
she doing what she's supposed to do as a wife.
Right.
She just got the wrong partner. Period.
The truth
Because
set
she's
you
in
free.
it. She's in it. My
Yeah,
husband,
she
my
is. She is.
husband. You
She
know,
is.
he's
Baby,
not
she
in it.
in it to win it, honey. She in it to win it.
She
The truth,
is.
the itchy is an abuser, period. Verbal abusive and silent treatment, full of low self-esteem and projecting, and the so-called experts didn't protect him.
I
But
can
Em
agree with
got to
that.
realize she got to protect herself too.
She got to
Em is a
protect herself.
Ice
Hmm.
financially and in
Intellectually.
intellectually. There's
Hmm.
got to be a heck of a lot of editing because he told Keisha in the after party that it's a lot that we haven't seen. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, child. He said that, honey. I want to know what we ain't seen. But I mean, some stuff is just probably minor details, but does it, he can even tell Keisha exactly what it was. So Keisha wanted specific and he can give
Hmm.
it to her. Like,
Because there
what
are
exactly
none.
is it?
There
You
are
telling
none,
me that
Coco.
this lady was professional in a professional setting, but when you got in the car later across the street and she was like, move B, get out the way. What else you got? Because maybe she was
Hmm.
just tired. Maybe the lady was walking slow. I mean, like, come on, that ain't nothing to crucify nobody with. There's nothing to say, oh
I
my
don't want
gosh,
to
she's
be
a
with
horrible
you.
person.
Right. Because you
Right.
said that.
Yeah.
Say
Like
what?
you call this woman an a-hole on national television, and you think that her saying, "Oh, B, get out the way," from somebody that didn't hear her,
Hmm.
like somebody
Right.
that didn't hear her. We say a lot of stuff behind closed door from folks that don't hear us. Like that don't make sense to me. Like it didn't.
Road rage.
Yeah, yeah. She
Don't
better
ride in
not
the
be.
car with my daughter because you driving crazy. She will tell everybody. They can't hear, but she have a
Mm,
whole conversation
right.
about people
Exactly.
driving.
Exactly. Somebody
You
said,
know.
Rita said, I hope she's not another page. I don't see her being another page.
Hmm.
But I do see her, in some of the episodes crying. You know what I'm saying? Like just busting out of tears. I'm saying, over him, girl,
Yeah.
get it together, honey.
Mm.
Others have
And
walked
yeah, I
out
don't
free.
understand that.
M needs to choose her peace. She appears to not need the money. Yeah, somebody I think said that that she didn't want to leave or she's not leaving because she don't want to break the contract because they got to pay $50,000, yada yada yada, or whatever.
Hmm.
But I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like I
she need to go back to Coco's the attitude she had when she said, "You bring me a clown, you gonna get a circus," and she got up
Yeah.
and walked away. I was like, okay, we here now. No, we not. She just came right back to the little simp mode that she's
Mhm,
stuck in. And I get
mhm,
it. You want to be married. Don't feel like this is your last and only chance to be married. Because that piece of crap guy is not worth it. That's
right.
not your husband. He's got issues, and M needs to understand You can't fix him. Whatever his issues are, you can't fix him. And stop putting yourself feeling like you have to suffer just to please this man. You're never going to please him, for one, because his issues are his issues.
Mm-hmm.
He's not your husband. And I just think, you know, the experts kind of piss me off when you're encouraging them to try and make this work. Why are you encouraging this girl to stay in this abuse?
Yeah.
And they're wrong for that.
Yep.
This He has some major issues that he needs to work through, and he's not ready to be married. He doesn't want to be married. Clearly, listen to his responses about her trying to really get to know him and this, that, and the other. And you're irritating. And then even talking to the quote unquote experts, you're just as vague with them as you are with her in your
Yep.
responses.
Yep.
So I just think that they should not allow this to continue with her because it's not fair. And clearly, she doesn't have it in her to walk away. You know, I don't understand most of these couples here. Y'all just gonna stay in something, in an abusive situation, a neglectful situation for the sake of being married or being on this show. I don't need no paycheck that bad.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Ms. Vidal said just because it is common to do something doesn't mean everyone has to like it. Maybe he doesn't like that. There are things in people we don't like. That is true. That is true. I can't
Hmm.
imagine the pressure from the experts pushing her to coddle this little man. The experts need to protect her while she's participating on this show, or the alternative is to just leave. I think that I don't know what was said, but the experts used to be more involved. And I think that the
Hmm.
experts they fly in to talk to these people a little while, then they fly back out. Because when he called her a-hole, he called her aggressive. I think it should have been teamed up and said, listen, you know what I'm saying? Especially Pastor Cal should have been like, listen, these are not the things that we're gonna do to our wives, you know what I'm saying, on national
Hmm.
television and stuff. I think it should have been a check then and not wait until like Dr. Pierce said, we got intel, we got the tape, we watching, so it should be that y'all are present, because
Hmm.
this divide between them two, look how much of a divide between, and you want them to move back in. And he was very hesitant. And after she asked, and on the camera, he was like, I really don't want to do it. Well, why do it?
Why do it exactly? Because if you're
Because
not in it, you're wasting your time, and you're wasting. Have enough respect for MM as a woman to not waste her time. That's
yeah.
what a real man would do.
Right. I agree. And if he did have, like I said, if he did have predatory behavior, call the police. Like, why are you still saying this woman, if she's predatory, why y'all still staying together? Why y'all want them to stay together? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, it really and truly doesn't make sense. And it's frustrating, I think, to the public, us as viewers, because now y'all are making them come back, not making them, but y'all suggesting they come back together to be in this uncomfortable, because it's finna be hella uncomfortable. It's probably finna be hella uncomfortable for us to watch. It's already
Yeah.
uncomfortable for us to watch. But together in the same hole, like I
Mhm.
mean the same room, like what are y'all going, like what is he gonna say next? You know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
she takes it and she goes in the other room and balls her eyes out and start crying. We don't want to see that.
Mm-mm.
We don't want to
Mm-mm.
see that. Like it's a difference between good TV and it's too much of too much. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
don't want to see that. Y'all could have edited this stuff out. Like we don't want to see that for real. So
Yeah. No,
um
exactly.
I'm gonna throw this out. So I got a few little things that so this is what somebody said. This was on the Married at First Sight fan page on Instagram. So this supposed to be somebody Tisha. I don't guess that's her real name, but whatever her name is. So I guess this is ex-girlfriend. So she was like, "Oh my gosh, I went on a date with him a few years ago in Houston, and he was a piece of work. He is so self-indulgent and self-centered. I tried to keep a straight face during our date, but he is a piece of work." So the women are speaking out, Jazz. So this was on, I think, Lifetime's YouTube page or whatever.
Mhm. I
And
believe it because
yeah, he
that's
is
what he's showing now.
yeah,
Yeah,
he is an absolute
self-absorbed, and he ran into somebody that was more successful than him on a different level, and he can't handle it.
mm-hmm.
He can't handle it.
Yep. So yeah, the girlfriends is allegedly, I guess this is a girlfriend is speaking out and just kind of sharing their thing. And I think this is why the aunt, the cousin, whoever said, "Oh my gosh, he's so popular." But are you just going by what you see, or you going by what he's telling you? You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
people can date a lot of women, but that doesn't mean, and he can say, "I'm looking for my wife," but dating a lot of women, but he can be the a-hole in the relationship, the dating. It could be him the issue and not the other women, but they can reverse that thing and make it seem like it's other women and not not
Hmm.
them. You know?
Yeah. And it is, I will just say from my experience, it is very challenging for a man to date a woman who is on a higher level financially than they are. I remember there was this one guy, we really good friends now, and we met through a mutual friend, and we had talked for like, maybe a couple weeks. We decided to finally meet up. So we decided to meet up, and when I walked in to the restaurant, the first thing B said to me was, "Oh, hell no. You going to take all my check."
Oh,
So we
when he gets
laugh
it.
about that now,
Yeah.
and he was like, just the way I was dressed, just the way I came in, right? He was like, "Oh, no, no, no." And I started laughing, but that prevented him from really going further in the relationship because I own my own home. I mean, I have a Mercedes and I travel and I do all these things, right? He wasn't there financially,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, he had his own place and, he had his car or whatever and has a good job, but he just wasn't on the level where I was on the level. And he was
Right.
like, that's going to be a problem for me. He was straight up.
Yeah, he was honest.
He was straight up. And that's not the first time that I ran into somebody. And I would always ask a lot of guy friends, and even in the industry, people, "Oh, why are you still single? Blah, 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 blah." You know, their insecurities with the fact of a lot of the men that I work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she not no, I'm not messing with them or anything. It's all business. I don't mix business and pleasure. And then when you see, people come to, oh, you get to that stage and they come to your house and they're like, dang, you know, it goes back to the, well, what can I do for you that you can't do for
Right.
yourself? And that's
Right.
when men have that insecurity. And I think that's what Ike is doing, you know, instead of just admitting, I'm out of my league here
Mm,
with her, he's trying to break her down,
right.
and unfortunately it's working
Yeah. Unfortunately.
because she wants a husband. She wants that whole dream. I mean, think about it on our wedding day. My man, my man, my man, my man. She was so excited,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I don't know. I just think that the experts should not be encouraging that relationship or the one with David and Michelle because it's still abuse. Whether she's the abuser and Ike it doesn't matter who's the abuser. Those relationships are not healthy. They're not going to work. And you should not be subjecting these people to stay in that, whether it's a contractual obligation or not.
Yep.
That's not healthy. Hell, they all going to need therapy after this
Yes, for sure.
because we going to
Um,
need therapy too from watching it.
man, like, yeah, I was finna say, so this supposed to be Madison getting fed ice cream, child. She got her mouth wide open, but she can open her mouth to even kiss her husband on the lips. But so she got now we talked about this last week. Them is David fat fingers. I don't care what nobody say. Them is David fat
Hmm.
fingers. That is not Allen. That is not whoever the other people that ain't Warren. Them is David. Look how thick it is around them three that pinky and stuff. Yes, them some thick fingers right there, honey. Them is
Ooh.
and it looked like he still got on his wedding band. I don't know. But yeah, so it's gonna be Alan that Madison is with. And this is the text message. You are so damn fine. I just want to eat you up. So there's the text message he accidentally sent to Michelle, and it should have been Madison, in my opinion.
Ooh, okay. Well, we
So
know it
yeah,
wasn't Michelle.
yeah, it show on Michelle, honey. So yeah, yeah, short, fat fingers. Ain't they fat, honey?
Mm.
They good and thick. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So we talked about this stuff last week, but yeah, we just gonna see how it play out. I'm excited to see like when the cheating is going on and who's the people gonna be exposed and why is M crying then in the and which I think when she's being asked, will you marry me? I think that's in the where are they now? In my opinion, I think that's how they film that
Know how the
afterward.
production edit
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Right. So wherever she is in life, I think that she may be engaged to somebody. Now, who it is, I don't know. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think Alan and Em are a little more friendly? I do. I do. And it probably is some attraction between the two. Is it him asking to marry her? I don't know. But there is
Mm-hmm.
attraction. Now Em did say that she wants a man that dates black women. Now she didn't say that she wants a black man per se.
Man. Yeah. And
So
she does. They show her running out to hug him or
yeah,
whatever.
they do. Yeah,
Mm.
they did. Body to body. One of them church hugs either, honey.
It sure wasn't.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Ooh.
It was a
Hmm.
body to body, honey, front to front. So
Ooh-wee.
it was one of them kind of hugs. So hey, maybe that's what M needs because Alan is that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he is
Mm-hmm.
that dude that seems like he's a protector, he's a provider. You know what I'm saying? He's probably
Mm-hmm.
on her level financially. He's handy, he can cook, all the things, all the
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And when I kind of looked up as far as Igbo, as far as her culture and stuff like that, I just kind of looked up some things. Yeah, they are into, what I said, the arranged marriages and stuff like that or whatever, but some people still
Mm-hmm.
practice that. So a lot of that stuff could just be her culture base where she's want to make this work. She going back to this man, da 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 da. And like Liz said, she's just trying to make it work. It's only been 30 days or something like that or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So maybe she is just trying to make it work. But when a man call you these names and stuff like that, like you
Mm.
just gotta pump your brakes and move off of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's not the one.
Oh, Alan did say he wish he could hug her. I thought, yeah, yeah. Like Alan, child, honey, if you ain't got somebody, honey, but by the time this over, with, you gonna have a whole bunch of somebody. You're gonna be fighting them off. Hey, Romeo,
Okay.
I just got off work. I'm late. That's okay. You can watch the replay. Yes, Barbara.
Okay.
So on that note, you guys, like we say at the end of every video, well, I'm rushing it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much again, Miss Omega. Again, for those that was late, this is who sing our theme song. We keep singing. Now, I can't sing it like that, but this is sings our theme song. Can't sing it, honey. Not on live television. I'm not gonna sing. I sing it in my bathroom and shower. But yes, we definitely appreciate her. She wrote it, all the words. We had nothing to do with it. So she said, I don't know, it was probably like maybe 6 months later, a year later, whatever. She's like, I'm gonna do y'all a song, I'm gonna write it and all that stuff, whatever. So and she came through. She was a woman of her word, a woman of
Oh
integrity. She came
yeah.
through and
Always.
she wrote it and put the lyrics, the beat, and everything, everything. And she said, "Hey, how this sound? How y'all like it?" And it was like, bam. Bam. So yeah, shout out to Miss Omega. She has been a
Thank
supporter
you.
of ours for so many years, and we appreciate you. I mean, not just supporting, just watching, but supporting with our teas. She got on her I ain't got this ain't on the thing. Got
I
Black
got
Girl
my
Magic.
black girl
Girl.
magic on.
See, I'm saying like this is family to us. Now,
Hmm.
all family ain't blood, and all blood ain't family, Jack.
Hmm.
All blood show ain't family. I don't care what you say, it ain't. But this is our family to us, and we appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. And yeah, so we ready to hit 2025 and see. And like I said, we're gonna thrive in 2025. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I
So
love you
yes,
guys
anything.
too.
Anything you want to say before we exit this live?
No, I mean I love you guys too. We are definitely family. And
Yeah.
2025 has got some things going on, and I got to text you something too, because hopefully we can do our get together in
Oh yeah.
October.
Oh yeah. Hopefully. For sure.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Well, we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And Miss Omega, you give us a little saying so we can get out of here.
I'll say, Eddie's always put God first.
That's it. All right, you guys. See y'all later.